Unfortunately, right now we are a bit inundated with dairy viability cases in Wisconsin. We do have our counseling voucher program. These vouchers are given to any farmer who needs them. Sometimes that's a balance of us speaking to them on the phone and hearing things that make us feel that maybe this is something they could use, and the farmer or the family member being aware and calling for that purpose. We have heard firsthand that the stress levels on these calls is definitely higher than what we're used to. The farmers tend to be a little more hopeless than we normally hear, or tend to feel like there's no way out. So those are tough calls to make. They're all a little bit more desperate. It was originally grant funded through Sowing the Seeds of Hope grant. That was back in 2009. That funding is no longer available. Our voucher requests this year are up about 36%. We definitely have seen a rise in people who are requesting the vouchers. We do have over 70 mental health providers in our database that we work with on a regular basis. We don't do a lot of advertising, strictly because we don't currently have a stable funding source for this program. Currently, we have enough funding available for 5 vouchers. With the recent announcement from the Joint Finance Committee about the $100,000 in financing that is optional, we would immediately ask for money for the counseling voucher program.
I went through this back in 2006. I expanded the dairy, and then 2008 hit. And we were stuck in the middle of the recession. I seen 8 psychiatrists, 7 therapists. I was on over 20 different medications. I was in the psychology ward in Madison 3 times, and I had electric shock treatment done. And then it was last October. My neighbor, he was also a farmer, and he committed suicide at 57 years old, and it really hit me hard. I put together these meetings at our local church there in Loganville, and the men's club there helped me do it, and we have about 35 to 50 people that come every time. At our one meeting, our nurse in Sauk County, she spoke on the difference between empathy and sympathy. I never knew there was a difference. I always knew what sympathy was. You feel sorry. But empathy was, you've been there, you understand. Nobody understands. Yes, farming is a business, but it's a way of life. I mean, my grandfather started that farm in the 30s. And so my parents are now 80 years old. They get up every morning at 3:30. They run all day long. They never go on vacation. They can't quit because nobody has anything. I tell my friends in town, you don't know what it's like. We have no savings. We have no benefits. Now my daughter, she came back with her husband. They're 26 years old. Like, really, why? Why am I encouraging this? Sure, to continue on the family farm. And I've had so many people that have told me, too, well, just sell the farm and get a job. Well, like, who's going to buy it? Who's going to buy this farm that's losing money? And so people just don't get it. And I know I talked to a person a few years ago.